Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a moment and recognize something great that is happening right at this very moment. We have a rider doing the Hoka that's riding for Mile Monsters Inc. that is coming down the home stretch from Anchorage to the finish line in Homer, Alaska. And what makes this ride so incredible is this is Hyde, and he is riding a 1948 Pan Head. So those of you who don't know anything about motorcycles, this motorcycle has no suspension, a tiny ass little motor, so you're not going to do 100 miles an hour, no suspension in the rear, a horrible suspension in the front, if you even want to call it a suspension compared to my Primo Legend suspension, and it has a suicide shifter on it. So that means your left hand runs the gears. That's how you shift. Where my bike, the cruisers, they are run with your hands. You pull the clutch in and your left foot will do the shifting. Well, the Pan Head has a suicide shifter, which means you shift with your hand, your foot pushes the clutch. That means your hand comes off the handlebars to operate your gears. And that is why it is called a suicide shifter, because it's suicide to ride that thing through any kind of treacherous roads, twisties, mountains, anything like that. They were not designed for that back then. It got the name suicide shifter for a very good reason. But Hyde is riding that bike the 10,000 miles from Daytona down to Key West, up through a hurricane, across the south into New Mexico, all the way up through Utah, into Montana, Canada, the Yukon Territory, and now Alaska. My Hoka was 10,000 miles and lasted 9 days, whatever I came in. Hyde's Hoka has lasted 5 years. That is the making in this epic ride. 5 years ago, I met Hyde at a motorcycle event in Texas, and a guy told me about somebody who wanted to ride the Hoka on a hardtail. I said, it's not possible. They told me if anybody could do it, it'd be Hyde. I said, I got to meet this dude, take me to him. So I went, I met Hyde, and from that moment on, I thought if there's anybody that could possibly do it, this is the guy. Very determined, very smart, very knowledgeable about bikes, and patient enough to do the ride. Well, in 2020, he attempted his first run and did not make it. I wouldn't say he failed at it because he learned a lot. So in 2022, he had the bike back on the road. Motor had a catastrophic failure, and he was out again. Again, I would not say that that was a failure, yet just another learning experience and how to get this bike prepared. So for the last 2 years, Hyde has been working to perfect this motor, to perfect this bike, to survive this grueling ride that is the Hoka. So today, I just want to extend a massive congratulations to who I think is the biggest feat in Hoka history, which is riding a Pan Head hardtail with a suicide shifter and completing the Hoka. It's absolutely mind-boggling to any of us who understand motorcycles. And I have to say, there is not a single rider, a single person associated with the Hoka, a single fan out there that is not pulling for Hyde to make it this final stretch. I have every bit of confidence he's going to make the final stretch. He is literally hundreds of miles away at this point, and it is a nice highway. I've been down it. I rode it yesterday. So he's gonna make it. So Hyde, I just want to extend a massive congratulations. They give a trophy out to first place and they put a winner's name on it. In my mind, there is no one's name that shouldn't be on that trophy other than Hyde's. I mean, they should make a trophy just for Hyde, and if that can ever be beat, I would be massively impressed. Abby was another one who attempted on a hardtail in previous Hoka, the same bike, and so I know she's in the background rooting for Hyde as well, because this is a massive accomplishment. So Hyde is a member of the Boost Fighters Motorcycle Club, and I know there are members around the world cheering for this dude right now, and they've been helping him out any way they can as he prepared mentally, physically, with the bike, anything that can be done to help him. You know, there's people around the world that want to help within their organization and outside of it. Anybody that can lend a hand is proud to do it, because the making of this ride is absolutely astonishing, and 5 years in the making. So Hyde, congratulations on pulling this off, man. You are a monster of epic proportion. So congratulations, enjoy this moment, enjoy what comes from it. All the interviews, people are going to want to know how the hell you did this. So you are a great ambassador for the Hoka, an ambassador for doing things most epic in most epic fashion, man. So cheers to you. Peace, everybody.